Hey, how are you? It's Meshell. It is April 19th. It is the 19th day of the month where I've been telling you a joke. This is absolutely amazing and awesome. And I will be honest, when I started, I didn't know if I could do it. And I just said one day at a time, just focus on today. And every day, that is my goal. By the time I finish that day, I just want to know that I've done something that makes me proud of me. And this is the point of doing something right now while you're in the midst of being in this interesting and challenging time. You can start today. Even if you did not start on April 1st, you can start today. Today is April 19th, tomorrow's April 20th. Every day is a day for you to start something amazing for yourself. And the reason I'm doing this, why? Because laughter is the express route to joy. And why is joy so important? Because whatever emotional state you're currently in, the decisions you make will harvest more of those emotions. So if you're in a state of frustration, overwhelm, scarcity, lack, feeling like it's unfair, and you make decisions from that space, you're only going to get more of that. You can only get whatever the state you're in the now. So today I wanted to talk to you about the power of being present, right? This is not something that we're really taught. The masses and the majority of society think in terms of, if I get this, or if I have that, if I accomplish this, right? Because they talk about when you have to, you need to, you ought to, you should. And mentally, that is telling me it's a future state. It's something that I'm going to acquire tomorrow, the next day, next year, or whenever. The most powerful time we ever have in our life is now. Being present now. It's the only time you're actually alive. You're not alive, or you were alive in the past, and we know cannot change the past. It's absolutely an impossibility to change the past. You can reference it to make better decisions. You can use it for lessons learned. You can use it as a gauge of how you're moving forward, and it's still not an indicator. There's so many people who've had horrific past, horrific things happen to them, and they still made a decision and stuck with the belief that they could make something incredible for their future. So the past is not an indicator of what you're able to accomplish in the future. And still, it can be a space for lessons learned. And then the future. The future is not promised. Tomorrow's not promised. Every night we go to sleep, when you wake up, waking up with that state of gratitude is one of the most powerful gifts you can give yourself, just to say, thank you, I'm awake. Thank you, today is going to be the best day of my life. And when stuff and life and things and people start to happen to you, laughter is one of those quick ways to get you back to present. When you're laughing, you're in that moment of now. You're present. It takes you to whoever you're with. If you're by yourself, whatever you're watching, reading, or listening to, or looking at, you have become completely present right now when you're in that space of laughter. And as you start to calm down, you really begin to appreciate that moment of what you're feeling. So just want you to know that your present time, your now, is so powerful, and laughter is one of those beautiful gifts that'll get you back to that space, to get you back to being present. So when you find yourself stressing, right? I heard someone tell me, and it's, it's not 100% true, everything I tell you, because there's always variations and deviations from things, right? There are very few truths or absolutes in this life. And when you find yourself anxious, you're generally focused on the future. You're focused on what could go wrong, what didn't happen, what are they going to say, what are they going to do, right? Anxiety is generally a focus in the future, and depression is generally a focus in the past. So what I didn't get, what they didn't say, or what I should have said, and it really starts to bog you down. And being present is your power. Being present and saying, I am amazing. Right now is the best time in my life. All I can do is make a choice right now to make it better. Cannot change the past. Don't know what tomorrow brings. And I will have a better option and opportunity of a more beautiful future when I make a decision in favor of myself right now. When I right now take this moment and plant a seed, that believing that something incredible is going to happen. So whatever it takes, no matter what, get yourself present as much as possible, and be aware of your choices, be aware of your feelings, be aware of your emotions, and dictate those to be in your favor. And the most beautiful thing you could do is become the best and highest and most beautiful version of you. That's your gift to the world. not helping other people first. Think about being on a plane and they tell you, put your oxygen mask on first. That is your call. The best version of you you can be for you, that's the gift, right? Because you're only giving what you have. You cannot give to another person what you do not have within yourself. So being present so that you can make decisions that help you become better, help you love your life more, is the gift to someone else. Then you can give that gift to someone else. So having said that, laughter is the express route to get back to being present, because in the midst of laughing, you start to feel good, you start to remember where you are, you start to look around, you appreciate things, you appreciate the people around you. Laughter really brings you back into the present and puts you in a higher state of appreciation. So having said that, today's joke is, drum roll, Meshell, what's the joke? Here we go. So why did the espresso keep checking his watch? So this is a coffee joke. Why did the espresso keep checking his watch? Because he was pressed for time. Dun-dun-dun. I kind of like that. He was pressed for time. Think about a coffee press, right? Okay. All right. I'm going to give you 2 jokes today just because I've made it over the hump and I'm on my way to finishing those 30 days. What do you call sad coffee? What do you call sad coffee? Depresso. You can't tell me that's not funny. That's kind of awesome, Depresso. But anyway, okay. To wrap it up, my name is Meshell Baker. I am an award-winning international keynote speaker. I am a sales confidence coach. I am the current director of global sales development for the National Association of Sales Professionals. It would be my absolute honor to chat with you about yourself, your team, or your organization, to how to bring some lightness and levity to your sales process, how you are empowering everyone, yourself and your team, to be more present in the midst of selling. Remember, a sales transaction is 80% emotional and 20% logical. Are you prepared to have that conversation where your team, or you as an individual, you as the leader, are present in that emotion that's necessary to inspire, empower, and encourage your buyers to say yes to what you're offering? If you'd like to have a conversation, I'd love to chat with you about that. I can be reached at phone number +1 512 937 3263, +1 512 937 3263. Have a great evening, and I will see you all tomorrow.